flexibility, flexibility, flexibility.
It's the ability to easily change or adapt to different situations without being too rigid or stuck on one thing. Here is a sample sentence. The yoga instructor emphasized the importance of flexibility in her students' practice, encouraging them to stretch and move in ways that allowed their bodies to bend and twist with ease. This sentence demonstrates how the concept of flexibility can be applied to physical movement and exercise.
Flexible, flexible, flexible.
It means being able to change or adapt easily without breaking or getting damaged. Here is a sample sentence. The yoga instructor recommended using a flexible mat to help with stretching and movement. This sentence demonstrates how the word flexible can be used to describe something that can bend or change shape easily.
Flicker, flicker, flicker.
It's when something shines or glows, but not steadily. It goes on and off quickly. Here's a sample sentence. The candle flame began to flicker as the draft from the window blew across the room.
Fling, fling, fling.
It's an action where someone does something quickly or carelessly, often without thinking about the consequences. Here is a sample sentence. After a brief romance, they decided to have one last fling at the beach before parting ways.
Float, float, float.
It means to be on top of something, like water or air, without touching the bottom. Here is a sample sentence. The balloon floated gently through the air, its colorful ribbon trailing behind it.
Flock, flock, flock.
A group of animals, especially birds or sheep, that stay together for protection and companionship. Here is a sample sentence. The birds took to the sky in a large flock, their V formation gliding effortlessly across the landscape.
Flour, flour, flour.
It's a type of powder made from ground grains, often used to make baked goods like bread and cakes. Here's a sample sentence. She carefully measured out 2 cups of flour to make her famous chocolate cake.
Flourish, flourish, flourish.
To grow or develop strongly, becoming healthy and successful. Here is a sample sentence. The garden, with its vibrant flowers and lush greenery, seemed to flourish in the warm sunlight. In this example, flourish means to grow or develop strongly and healthily.
Fluctuate, fluctuate, fluctuate.
This means to go up and down, or change often, but not necessarily in a regular pattern. Here is a sample sentence. The stock market prices fluctuated wildly throughout the day, dropping by 10% in the morning and then rebounding by 5% in the afternoon. In this example, fluctuated means to change or vary in amount or degree, often in an unpredictable way.
Fluctuation, fluctuation, fluctuation.
This refers to something that changes or moves up and down, but not always in the same direction. It's like going back and forth between 2 points. Here is a sample sentence. The stock market experienced significant fluctuations throughout the day, with prices rising and falling by as much as 10% in response to news about the company's quarterly earnings. This sentence demonstrates how fluctuation can be used to describe changes or variations in something, in this case, stock prices, that are not constant or stable.
Fluency, fluency, fluency.
It's the ability to do something easily and naturally, without much effort or thinking about it. Here is a sample sentence. The language exchange program helped her achieve fluency in Spanish, allowing her to hold conversations with native speakers without any difficulty. In this example, fluency refers to the ability to speak or communicate in a language with ease and accuracy.
Fluent, fluent, fluent.
This means being able to do something easily and smoothly, like a natural flow. It's when you can do something without any trouble or effort. Here's a sample sentence. After studying Spanish for several years, she became fluent in the language and was able to hold conversations with native speakers without any difficulty.
Flush, flush, flush,
It's when something is completely clean or free from dirt, often after being washed with water. Here is a sample sentence. After drinking several glasses of water, she went to the bathroom and flushed the toilet. This sentence demonstrates one common meaning of the word flush, which is to empty or clear something, in this case, the toilet, by using water.
flutter, flutter, flutter,
It's a quick, light movement that happens suddenly, often with a soft or gentle sound. Here's a sample sentence. The butterfly's delicate wings began to flutter rapidly as it prepared to take flight.
flux, flux, flux,
It's something that is constantly changing or moving, often in a smooth and continuous way. Here is a sample sentence. The constant flow of water through the dam created a flux in the surrounding ecosystem, affecting the local fish population and plant life. In this example, flux refers to a state of continuous change or movement, which is one of its primary meanings.
foam, foam, foam,
It's a light, bubbly substance that forms on top of liquids when they're stirred or mixed with air. Here is a sample sentence. The waves crashed against the shore, creating a thick layer of foam on the sand.
focus, focus, focus,
It's the act of concentrating on one thing at a time, ignoring everything else around you. Here's a sample sentence. The teacher asked her students to focus on their math problems and ignore the distractions in the room. This sentence demonstrates how the word focus can be used as a verb, meaning to concentrate or direct one's attention.
fodder, fodder, fodder,
It's food for animals, like hay or grains, that they eat to stay healthy and strong. Here is a sample sentence. The farmer used the leftover corn stalks as fodder to feed his cattle during the winter months. In this example, fodder refers to food or feed for livestock.
foe, foe, foe,
This word refers to someone or something that is against you, often in a strong or opposing way. Here's a sample sentence. The rival politician was considered a formidable foe by his opponents, who were determined to defeat him in the upcoming election.
fog, fog, fog,
It's a type of weather where you can't see very far because of tiny drops of water floating in the air. Here is a sample sentence. The dense fog rolled in off the ocean, reducing visibility to just a few feet.